Hello guys, welcome to my channel. There's a particular pandemic going on right now in Africa, in Nigeria and other developing African countries, Ghana. Apart from the deportation, this thing that has commenced in US over illegal immigrants that they are deporting over to their various countries. You see that of Colombia, everything, and the fact that Donald Trump also withdrew from WHO, and you know that USA is one of the major stakeholders in that organization, and that organization is very useful to Africa as a whole. Today, another news has broken forth that Trump halts HIV funding for Nigeria and other developing countries. If you know the history of Africa very well, you know that USA is one country that Africa really rely on diplomatically, even economically, exchange everything, and US has always been a major shareholder, major stakeholder in anything Africa. So this news came as a shock to many African leaders, and many of them are responding. So we just go ahead and read what Trump has to say and some of the reaction of people under the comment section of this post. Shock waves as Trump halts HIV funding for Nigeria and other developing countries. The US government, under an executive order by former President Donald Trump, has suspended funding for HIV treatment programs in Nigeria. Nigeria and other African countries are one of the countries that that is battling HIV presently. I'm sorry that I'm a little bit rusty. This has been like almost 4 months since I've left YouTube. I don't know, but I'm trying to just get my mojo back, and I'm just a little bit rusty. The freeze affects the president's emergency plan for AIDS relief, a global initiative supporting HIV treatment in Africa and other regions, and will last at least 7 days. If I tell you that this Trump presidential reign, this presidential rule is leaving no stone unturned. The way he reacted to the Colombian president, the way he reacted to the way he if in almost 24 hours immediately after they said they should deport some Colombian illegal immigrants and that the president refused, and the way Trump handled that situation, he made all the other president to sit up that this is not a joke. And if you know Africa very well, most African countries rely on all these foreign aid. Some of them, they will give them this foreign aid and relief for disease, for malaria, for HIV, for tuberculosis, for premature maternal death, and they will squander it. So it will last 90 days. The directive issued on Trump's first day in office instructed US agencies overseeing foreign development aid to halt disbursements. So during Trump's inauguration, I was watching it judiciously online. I followed almost everything, the way he was signing executive order, like no one like no one mama cares. He was just signing all the things that he has promised in his campaign, all the things that he said on his first day he's going to do. He did it immediately. He was signing executive orders upon executive orders, and the whole thing has thrown everybody into a rampage. They make America great again. People, some of them that supported Trump, some are no longer supporting him, that is too harsh. Why some other people that supported Kamala Harris were like, we told you so, and stuff like that. Leave all your thoughts down in the comment section. Africans as a whole, Africans have been reacting to this news that this is going to soil diplomatic relationship between Africa and USA. And believe me, even though Africa really rely on US and a lot of things, really rely on US and a lot of things going on in the African continent, and you will think that maybe US has nothing to lose when they cut ties with Africa. Believe me, it is not so, because Africa is a whole continent. Is not only a country, though US is the world power and all that, but you can't just cut diplomatic relation, diplomatic ties. You can't just sever ties with the whole continent and just expect to flourish. But me knowing Trump with his policy, seeing all he has been doing, like even his first term, somebody that could go ahead to warn Russia, Putin, I think it doesn't really give any hoot at this point. So we'll continue. Public health experts, however, warn that the suspension could escalate HIV/AIDS crisis in affected regions if operation remained stalled or if the program is permanently terminated. Despite these concerns, some are optimistic that Marco Rubio's appointment as Secretary of State could safeguard PEPFAR, given his previous support for the initiative. As the suspension takes effect, millions relying on US aid for life-saving treatment face uncertainty, with experts urging for exemption to ensure continuity in combating global HIV/AIDS pandemic. And guys, when I tell you that this is not something that is funny anymore, I don't even know, like, let me just see the reaction of people. If you scroll up, you see that 897 people have already commented, and this is just a post that was launched 2 hours ago, and you can see the panic, everything, that even Ghanaians, Kenyans. I think I saw one on the first inauguration day that Trump was warning Kenyan leader that they should stop the abduction. If not, they will stop the aid and the distance that they are giving to Kenyans. But my mind is telling me that that clip is AI. If it's correct, please leave it down in the comment section. So let us just go ahead. Let us just go ahead and check the comments of some people. Funny enough, most Nigerians that have been seen online, the most netizens, Nigerian netizens, most of them, they are Trump's like diehard fans. When they heard that some people are being deported, they were like happy. There was even a Nigerian northerner that made a song for Trump's campaign, and when Trump now won, he made another song and even did his own inauguration ceremony here in Nigeria, and it was just so funny. So this person said, nice one that the Trump, they are buying jets and renovating villas and still collecting funds from US. It's a little avenue at this point. It's like Trump understood that this is exactly what is happening, because most aid and grants that they used to issue out to Africans, most do not get to the people that need it. Most usually end up with elite in their pockets. You see them buying different kind of things, because a lot of African countries, they are in debt, like a massive old debt is on their neck, and you see their leaders buying jets, making policies that do not favor the common man. Even the HIV, this thing that they are doing is not getting to them. So most people are really happy that this is taking place. Sounds good. We don't need any funding. There's enough money here. The funds are going to the pockets of certain people. Thank you, Trump. I told you that if I tell you that Trump has stans, like diehard stans in African continent, that they are even happy that he was being hostile to African leaders, because enough of some of the policies of these African leaders, and most people support Trump. Leave all your thoughts down in the comment section. Why some people are saying that you cannot just go ahead and go head on with 54 countries, all because you are in the United States of America. He stopped funding some people's pockets. Yes, he stopped funding some people's pocket. Those are the elite. If this is true, it will be a significant disaster, greatly impacting Nigeria, especially the western and northern regions. So, if it's the poor individual who wouldn't have access to ARVs, I pity, honestly, because when the elephant fights, according to one of our African proverbs, when elephant fight, it is the grass that the two elephants that are fighting stands on. It is the grass that suffers, because by the time they finish fighting, trampling everything, everybody will go their separate ways. But the grasses there will never remain the same, because some will have been there, some will have been trampled under the weight of the elephant. That's just the simple analytics to the thing this person is saying, that it's the poor individuals who don't have access to ARVs. I pity. It baffles me that Africa, especially Nigeria, have to depend on Western world for certain funding when we can generate everything and even be right than Saudi Arabia. This is no cap. Give us good leadership and see magic. Even US citizen, even United States of America, even the US leaders, the world leaders, they know that if you are looking for resources, both human, mineral resources, natural resources, good weather, and just beautiful people, Africa is blessed with most of it. The issue affecting Africa is mismanagement, bad leadership, bad policies, and greedy political leaders that just lie, and corruption also is just a whole lot. Because if you take into consideration that most of these grants and aids that they are giving, most of it, they don't even end up in the pocket of those that need them. They don't end up in hospitals, maternity health cares, and all malaria drugs, nets providing. They don't end up with that. Instead, they end, in fact, if you are in support of this cutting of this aid, cutting of this fund, and if you're happy with what Trump is doing, maybe to just justify that they should stop looting, or to spite the leaders, the African leaders, leave all your thoughts down in the comment section. Once again, I'm a little indisposed, I'm a little rusty. If you have been accustomed to my channel, my name is Shalom. Thank you for sticking to my channel. If you miss my voice, if you miss my videos, if you want me to do a proper, like, I know this is like a shito video or something, but I just pray that it gets the information out. I'm just using it to test waters, because I really want to come back to do proper sit down videos like I usually normally do, but I'm trying to just come back with this. This is not even the proper portrait mode or something, but I just hope you give me the grace. Thank you so much for watching this video, and leave all your thoughts down in the comment section. Are you part of people that are panicking? Are you part of people that are happy about Donald Trump policies? It seems like a very iron-handed man, and some people are loving it so far.